It's been a while since I made a video for you guys. I was just putting up shorts because the Wi-Fi in the Philippines wasn't as good, so it would take me hours just to upload a video of 10, 15 minutes. I'm home. And yes, I am full of good vibrations. I soaked up the energy in the Philippines, and I can say, wow, it is an amazing place. Amazing place. The food is amazing. The sea is beautiful. The islands are fascinating. The trees. But most of all, and I always say this, it's the people. The people make the country, okay? The people bring the energy for the country. So when you go to a country, you can tap into the energy. And even when you communicate with the people or you just, are around with them, you can see their manners, see their respect. That's what makes a good country. That's what makes good, positive energy and energy that makes you want to go back every time. That's the Philippines. That's the Filipinos. Honestly, wow. Wow. They are amazing people, always smiling, always happy, joking. The parents are raising the kids, the grandparents are with the family. It's so different. And every time I go to Asia, every time I come back a different person. I'm always changed. I'm never the same Jessica. And of course, this is what happened to me again, once again. Fascinating. Fascinating country, fascinating people, and I just feel refreshed. It's like I charged myself. I literally charged myself with the energy there is with the people. Oh my gosh. And even here, people are like, wow, you're shining. I'm like, yeah, of course I am. I've brought so much good energy from those people. So, yeah, it was an amazing experience. You learned so much, and I've noticed the greatest thing for me is freedom. Like, ever since I was a teenager, I would always work during the summers. I would be studying throughout the winter, and I would work my ass off in summer just to go on a small vacation with my friend. It was always like that. I was always a traveler. I always needed that freedom. And because I live on such a small island, that sometimes, for me at least, it becomes suffocating. So I need to leave a little. I need to open my wings. I need to fly. I need that freedom. And I think for a lot of people, well, we all need our freedom. Not for a lot, we all need our freedom. And I think that's the most important thing for a human being. When you remove freedom from someone, you've taken everything from them. If you put a person in a cage, you've taken away everything from them. You cannot belittle a person any more than that, honestly. And for me, traveling is my freedom. For other people, maybe just going to the beach is freedom. Maybe going for a walk in the forest is freedom. Maybe being with their family, their loved ones, is freedom. Everybody has their own ways of finding freedom, but for me, it's definitely traveling. It's always been traveling since I was a kid. And I've realized when we are born into this world as babies or toddlers or children, we are born free. You are born free to a certain extent because okay, let's say most of the kids, because not everyone is that privileged, but most of the kids don't know what worry is. Most of the kids don't know what fear is. You know, you're just being, you're protected by your parents, you know, if you are raised in a good household, let's say that. So you are born with certain freedom, okay? And as you're growing older, you are being stripped away from that freedom slowly, slowly. You know, you're being indoctrinated in school. So that freedom is literally taken away. When that bell rings, when you're at school, you know that that bell means that you are free to go into the ground, at least here or in the States. Go into the ground, eat, have your lunch, and play in the, you know, in the park area or the ground area, we call it here. That's your freedom, okay? So you hear a bell and you know you are free for 30 minutes. Then you have to go back into school and continue on being indoctrinated. As you're growing up, you are taught how to behave, how to act in society. When we don't need all of that. We honestly don't need, because what we need, we have already within us. You do not need any more than that. You are not born as an evil person. I don't believe that. I honestly don't believe that. I believe that the system changes us. That's what I believe. It's not how we're born. We are born with wisdom, with love, with freedom within. You know, you are your most authentic self when you're free, and you're born that way. You, as you grow older, if you're free to be who you want to be, you wouldn't be, you know, doing things like breaking the law. These things wouldn't even come through your mind, because you wouldn't see that type of behavior around you, because everybody would feel the same. It's hard to explain sometimes, but we are just in this system, and it's like we're playing a game. We're in a matrix. You know, we're in a matrix, being told what to say, how to behave, what to do, you know. Even if you see now, I see such a difference from when I was a kid in school and the kids now in school. They are being taught so many ridiculous things, you know. I'm not going to get into it because this is not what it's about. This is all about being free and being who you truly are and who you want to be, you know? Like, we're so pushed into these rules of society, when it shouldn't be like that. And this was a message that came through when I was in the Philippines, and I was meditating just before I did this video, and it just kept on coming to me, you know. And I feel that my angels and my guides are telling me to share this information, because maybe someone needs to hear it, you know. It takes so much to break out of those chains. It takes a lot of effort, a lot of healing, because when you heal, you change. That's healing. When I was healing my physical body, when I was healing my mental state, it's not just healing what I'm feeling. It's actually healing to change myself, because I've been so indoctrinated, you know. It's insane. You're in a system, you're in a cage, you know, and it's not your fault. It's not your fault. So, when you heal, you change, and being free is your birthright. It is your birthright. Sorry, there are kids coming down the stairs and they are so cute. It's a school outing. Speaking about kids, you know, and babies. So yeah, it's your birthright to feel free. That's yours. You are born with that. And know that everything you need is within. It's not without, it is within. So observe yourself, observe how you feel, observe your thoughts, observe everything that you feel within, because all the answers are found in here. And I hope this message has met you with love. And I am going to have to cut this short because it is drizzling. So the light in me always meets the light in you. And until next time.